Nearly 12 billion euros to fast track South Africa's journey towards a greener, fairer, and digitally connected future. From renewable energy to local vaccine manufacturing, the package promises jobs, sustainability, and shared prosperity. But will it truly transform the economy, or will it just pad policy papers? Now, joining us is Chris Malikani, Associate Professor of Economics at the School of Economics and Finance for the Wits Business School at the University of Wits. Chris, a very good morning to you and welcome.
Good morning, Suleiman.
Well, firstly, our listeners would be interested in knowing that how did this 12 billion euros get secured? I mean, what made the EU pledge this to South Africa?
Well, it is part of a EU strategy to win over countries that have got mineral resources that the EU needs in order to lock them into arrangements to secure the supply of these minerals. So if you go back, for example, the EU had a policy called the Raw Materials Initiative, which was initiated in 2008. And every year, they do studies to check which minerals are critical for the European Union. So when you check consistently, South African minerals, the minerals in which South Africa is dominant, they are highly of high economic significance and of high criticality for the European economy.
So what's the terms and conditions here, the T's and C's? I mean, what are the strings attached? Let's put it that way.
The strings attached are that we should continue with our, with the transition towards a low carbon economy. That's the key thing. And in my view, honestly, this means that South Africa must give up on mineral beneficiation, on broad-based industrialization based on our natural resources. And basically, we must give up using our minerals and take these minerals to Europe. That's what it means.
So if we go by that explanation, it would mean that we are being robbed here in a way.
Big time. We have been robbed big time. It's so sad because this is an issue that some of us who are really into development economics and progressive economics have been saying consistently. The key minerals that are of the most high importance for Europe are manganese, chromium, and the PGMs, the platinum group metals. And when you check those, South Africa produces more than 80% of the world supply of those critical minerals. Yet South Africa does not have power to set the price. We are supposed to be like an OPEC of minerals, controlling our minerals and their pricing, and so reaping the maximum benefits from these minerals. But we are just entering, so the leadership of the country is entering into these agreements that basically allow South Africa to sell these minerals very cheaply.
So if we are being robbed big time, then who's selling us out? Is it government? Is it big business? Is it both?
It is both, because the policy of government is determined by big business interests, particularly the mining sector. And when you look at the mining sector of South Africa, it is highly foreign owned. And the state has very minimal role to play there. Even the regulatory framework that the state has over the mining sector is very, very weak. It does not force the minerals that are produced to be processed downstream so that we build industries and then we industrialize, like the Southeast Asian economies that are fast growing. So it's a combination, and in my view, it's a class elite that is in control of South African basic wealth, and therefore making sure that this basic wealth continues to be serving the European and American economies.
So is it a fait accompli, or can we still do something about it to ensure we get a fairer deal?
We can do something about it. We can do something about it. We need to organize our people into civic movements, civil society organizations, trade unions, even business leaders that are serious about building industrial capabilities and decent jobs for South Africans. We need to get together as a collective to fight for the economic independence and industrial autonomy for the country to develop its own productive capabilities. Not that we don't want foreign investors to come in. We do want them, but then they must come in our own terms. And as we speak, Suleiman, what is said is that the leadership is busy getting this foreign debt, and yet we don't have a clear industrial strategy for the country to optimize on what we have. So I think they're plunging us deeper and deeper into foreign debt without any plan on how we can get out of it in future. But the issue here lies in our citizen organizing across the board, to fight against this what I call a selling out.
All right, Prof. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot to the listeners too. Thanks.
That was Professor Chris Malakane talking to us about the 12 billion euro pledged by the EU to fast-track South Africa's journey towards a greener, fairer, and digitally connected future. Sounds very nice, but he's saying we are being robbed big time. That's what he's saying. Okay, we are